guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Courtney and this is Creative on the Cheap, where I like to do budget-friendly DIYs and home decor. I am super excited for today's video because it is the craft room or space organization challenge. I am co-hosting this with the awesome Kristen K, and what we did is put out an open invite for anyone, if they wanted to share their craft space, their craft room, or perhaps tips and tricks on how to organize supplies. And I cannot wait to watch all the videos. So when you're done watching my video, go check out Kristen's video along with all the other videos in the playlist. The playlist will be linked down below. I cannot wait to watch because I'm always looking for new ideas. If you are visiting from any of their channels, please say hi down below in the comments. I do read and respond to all the comments and I would love to say hi back. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Pinterest for some bonus things here and there. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. What I'm gonna do is just kind of take you through a quick pan of my craft room with some catchy music, and then I will show you some of my favorite organization tips and ways I organize in my craft room. All right, let's go.
I've been waiting all my life for something. I've been down the darkest roads and up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there in the crowd. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me. 'Cause you know, and I know, we're onto something good. You know, and I know, we got something good. I've been waiting for the one forever. Finally I got you, baby, here in my heart. When I'm with you I feel so much better, oh yeah. Before you I was just a shell, so stuck in the dark. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me. 'Cause you know, and I know, we're onto something good. You know, and I know, we got something good. Follow your heart, baby, don't be shy. Just follow yours and I'll follow mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me. 'Cause you know, and I know, we're onto something.
All right, so I'm gonna start with what's behind door number one. I made this sign with stuff from Dollar Tree, and did I just say Dollar Tree? No, I did not. I made it from scrap wood from my garage. Oh my gosh. Okay, and this just kind of covers this stuff. This is the best way I know how to organize these type items, and what it is kind of my main meat and bones of a project stash, if that makes sense. So for instance, this right here, we got new sheets a while back, so I saved this awesome little bag, which is great for storage. And it just holds random Dollar Tree signs, because, you know, who doesn't need a briefcase full of Dollar Tree signs? And then I've got these awesome boxes from Ikea. If you have an Ikea near you, these things are fantastic. They have different sizes. You guys are gonna see these all over my craft room. This was $4.99 and super easy to put together. And I kind of have these categorized. So like, I know guys, you're probably like, wow, Courtney, you sure do have a lot of stuff. Random signs, and some of these are like, you know, I picked up on clearance from Hobby Lobby and things like that. But like signs are in one box. Another box has different Dollar Tree projects, you know, when you break stuff down and they might have elements on it that you want to use later, has stuff like that. So they're kind of categorized within the box. Then I have a clear box with florals that I, you know, kind of scavenge around my house, broke some projects down, and I have it in a clear box so that I can kind of see what's in there, which makes it really nice. And then underneath there's another box full of very random supplies. And so this is kind of my crazy place in my craft room. You know, the boxes are kind of crazy inside, yet still organized, if that makes sense. So, I mean, if you don't have a cubby like this, everyone has a closet. So this is a way you can kind of put these items that you don't access all the time, but need it kind of organized. So there you go. I wanted to start with this one because this is probably what I would consider the least organized of all my craft supplies. So there you go. I'm going to start with one of probably my favorite hacks, and that involves my paintbrush storage. Now, I know I've shared this hack on my channel before, but what this is it cost me $8 to make two, and it's made out of a Dollar Tree glass vase, 2 things of nautical rope, and 1 bag of the brown rocks. And what I like about this is, number one, you can put your paintbrushes, the rocks help hold the paintbrushes upright. And number two, when you're done rinsing your brushes, you don't have to set them aside on a paper towel, let them dry. You can stick them back on here because if they drip or if any moisture gets down, it's okay because it's on the rocks. And about every 6 months, I take the rocks out, I rinse them, and then I let them dry all the way. But I've never had any issues with them like being smelly or, you know, any kind of problems like that. So this is my absolute favorite way to kind of deal with organizing my paintbrushes. And then I also found this really cute basket at Home Goods. If you can't tell by now, I like to make my storage pretty. That's just kind of how I go about organizing. But this thing fits the paint trays perfectly. There's a whole ton in here. And then I just keep some brush cleaner in there. And then I do get questions all the time about this thing right here. It is from Hobby Lobby. And I honestly, when I go, I see it almost every time I go. And in my store, it is in the paint section up on the top shelf. It's not with home decor or anything like that. So I guess they feel like that's what this should be, is the paint storage. I don't know. But I cannot remember how much I paid for it, but it wasn't a lot. I got it on a half off week. I want to say maybe it was like $10. Something like that. But there you go. That's kind of my little paint setup right there. And again, I really love the paintbrush storage hack. It's super easy. I'm going to do just a quick pan of this. This is one way I store my Cricut vinyl. This was a DIY that I did on my channel. I will link that video down below. Dollar Tree, thrift store finds, and it did not cost any money to put together. So there you go, a quick and easy way that you can store your vinyl. Okay, let's talk about my craft crash cart. So this cart, first let's talk about the cart, is from Costco. I absolutely love it. I know that Michael's and Ikea does sell carts as well. I don't know of anywhere else, but if you guys know of other places that sell carts, drop it down in the comments. This one is great because you can adjust the height of these. So you can make them go closer together, further apart. And this was, I'm trying to remember how much it was, $29.99 I think. No, it wasn't. Maybe it was $19.99. It was a really good deal. I can't remember how much it was, guys. Sorry. But if I can find a link to it, I will definitely link it down below. But this is kind of the stuff that I access all the time that I don't want cluttering up my table when I'm working. So as you can see here, I've got some glue sticks that I just organized in mason jars. I've got my Surebonder glue guns here, along with under there. And then in this little bucket here, which came from Target, it's just got some scissors, my hot glue gun tool, and a pencil. Down here, like I said, more glue guns and a silicone mat, which is great for painting. I'm trying to be better about using a mat instead of paper. Then here I put some gloves because when I use super glue, I always forget to put gloves on. And what you guys don't see on camera is half the time I like get my fingers stuck together. And then I have to use the bonder and try to get them apart. So I'm trying to have it there so I can see it and be like, hey Courtney, put the gloves on so you don't glue your fingers together. Then moving down, I've got a couple of these bins. So these smaller bins are how I store projects. So when I come up with an idea of something, it gets a bin, and as I think of things I want to do with that project, I throw it in the bin. And it's a way for me to keep my project organized. So the smaller ones fit on this cart. I've got 3 on here going right now. If the project is larger, I use these, okay? And like I said, you know, if I go to Dollar Tree and see a sign that I think would make a great project, I'll bring it home. And then once I start to get an idea, I throw it in a bin and start putting like burlap ribbon or twine or beads or whatever. And then I just kind of stack them on the counter there. And another good reason why I do that is because I'm a squirrel crafter. So I will work on a project for a little while and then I'll jump from that project to another project and then jump back. So it allows me just to pull a bin, work on it, stick it back, pull a bin, work on it. I've also got on here some of these little magnetic things from Dollar Tree. One of them has my, here it is. One of them has my little silicone fingers that I probably need to use more often so I don't burn my fingers. But there you go, my little crash cart. Honestly, if the fire department came and like my house was burning down, and obviously besides my family and my pets and important documents, if they were like, you can get one, you know, thing that you'd want, this would be me running down the street with my crash cart. So you know, anyway, there you go. That is my little helper. Definitely love having it just right next to me while I'm crafting. To store mats of all kinds, whether it's a cutting mat or a cutting machine mat, I just have some of these 3M hooks. I stuck it, I've got this one here, you can't see it, but on the other side are all my Cricut mats hanging on hooks. Gets it out of the way. If you have a cabinet door, you could stick it on the inside of a cabinet door. You know, you could stick it on the wall if you wanted to, but these 3M hooks are great. And that's just one way to kind of keep the mats all organized and stored. Let's talk craft tables. So I will say this, up until 4 years ago, my bedroom floor growing up was my craft space, and then it became my dining room table. So it wasn't until 4 years ago that I actually got my own space. I've had several different craft tables, but this one by far is the ultimate table I could ever imagine. So this is from Ikea, and it's an adjustable height table. When I craft and when I actually shoot my intros for YouTube, I stand. I prefer to stand while I craft. Occasionally I will sit down, but the beauty of this table is this. It's adjustable, okay? Now, this is the electronic version that Ikea has. They also have a hand crank one as well, and you can also get it bigger than this. Like you can do different tops if you want it larger or what have you, but I absolutely love this table. It's so easy to wipe down and clean if I get paint on it or whatever. The other thing I love about it is, you know how I talked about my crash cart? Well, all I do to store my crash cart when I'm not needing it, or if I'm in here doing like, you know, office work, I just take my cart, excuse me guys, and roll it right under there. Oops, gotta go up a little bit more. I know it looks weird, but it works. You know what I mean? It just goes right under there, and there you have it. So I absolutely love this table. I'll link the name of it down below if you're looking for a good craft table. I mean, it is an investment, I will say that, but I mean, it's absolutely the best craft table I have ever had the pleasure of working on. For my beads, I do store them in mason jars. Now, if you do not have a shelf that you can store to separate out, if you get yourself a box, save an Amazon box or what have you, put the jars down inside the box and, you know, just take the lids off if you want to, and you can kind of keep them in one box, and then if you need to stack boxes on top of it, you can do that. So if you don't have the space to display it out like I do, you certainly can just take jars and put them inside of a box to keep them organized for your beading pleasure. Now I did want to talk about storage containers. Most of mine did come from Home Goods or Ikea, but these right here I made from Dollar Tree supplies. So you definitely can make some cute storage containers. All these were the shipping boxes that I put together. I pulled off the tops. I added some Dollar Tree burlap ribbon, and then those little silver placards I had from a long time ago from Target clearance, but you could get some of the little chalkboard tags or make your own tags or do a Cricut sticker or, you know, letter something on there. But that's very cute and cheap storage if you're wanting some cute containers but just don't quite have a budget to go out and buy a bunch of stuff. Another good storage thing is to find containers at your thrift store. I got 5 of these white containers from Hobby Lobby on clearance, and I think that they were on clearance because these cork lids were hard to get off. So all I did was add a knob to it. These are from Hobby Lobby as well. Added a Cricut sticker, and voila. Oh, look. And this is apparently, I forgot I put this in here, where I keep my Rubik's Cube. When my grandmother passed away, each of the grandkids got one of her Rubik's Cubes. So, you know, that makes sense that it's in the Create container. But I do have some other ones that are great for storing little supplies. Plus, they look cute. Home Goods always has plain white ones if you can't find them. But I've got 2 up there that say Crafty, a pair of scissors. I've got one that says Inspire. And then this one says, what does it say? Eat, sleep, craft, repeat. And I'm gonna be honest, all of them are empty except for the one with the Rubik's Cube. But I am gonna move all my buttons into this one right here because my little button container is bursting at the seams and I need to move the buttons. So find yourself some cheap containers and make them pretty. Next thing I want to show you is how you can make your containers be a little more organized. And so for instance, this right here are some of my markers, my acrylic markers. I've got some dual brush, and then these are paint markers. Well, I didn't want these two to mix together and I didn't want to waste all this space. So what did I do? I took, let me zoom y'all in so you can see. Oh, you can kind of see. Foam board, Dollar Tree foam board right here. And I cut a piece and made a divider. So one thing you can do is if you're on a budget, just like those Dollar Tree little storage boxes I showed you can make dividers with foam board. I mean, I know that's not like anything new, but it's definitely a way to make sure you're using all the space you have. Because otherwise I would have just put these markers in here and they would have had all this extra space that I could have used to store something. So foam board is your friend. Loud noise, guys. When it comes to making those containers last longer. So use some foam board to help you get things separated out. I wanted to show you the inside of another IKEA box. This is my glue stick box, and this is a perfect example of organized chaos inside the box. So let me show you what's happening in this one. So this one is not completely organized, but a little bit more than that last box I showed you over there in the crazy place. So I've got my regular glue sticks over here when I need to refill, and then I put in a foam divider again. And then right here I have all of my Surebonder colored glue sticks. Now, originally these were organized by color. I had them all sorted out in this container thing, but it was taking up too much space and I don't access these like all the time. And so I had to just say, you know what makes sense? And this is what made sense to me. So, you know, it's a hot mess, but it works. It's kind of fun. It's like you're digging for treasure. And if you didn't know Surebonder made all these colors and glue, then I am here to tell you they do. And I will try to link some of these down below if you're interested. So, yeah, sort of organized, yet still chaotic. I wanted to quickly show you these glue sticks. You know, just to be fancy, I'm going to call these my tier 2 glue sticks. These are my specialty glue sticks. So my tier 1 glue sticks, I totally sound like a dork, but whatever. Tier 1 is my everyday on my crash cart. These would be my tier 2s because I do use them often, not all the time. It's my fabric glue sticks, wood glue sticks, foam glue sticks. Yes, that's right, foam. If you didn't know they made those, Surebonder has foam glue sticks. And I just got them this container from Home Goods and I put them in there. And then I guess that would make my colored glue sticks tier 3 because those are like, sometimes I access them, but not very often. Let me know down below, do you guys have 1-tier, 2-tiered, 3-tiered. Let's all be fancy together, shall we? Let me show you what's going on down here. So right here, I've got a bunch of these little plastic containers from Dollar Tree. They come with the little lids. And these, because sometimes I over pour my paint, and especially like when I'm mixing colors, they are great to store extra paint. So this was left over from a DIY, and as you can tell, it's a kind of significant amount of paint. I try really hard when I'm mixing paint colors to remember just to go ahead and mix it in one of these, so I don't have to transfer it from like a little art tray. But a lot of times I don't remember that. So if you kind of over pour is what I'm trying to say, these are great to have, and then you can store it and still use that paint. I've got one of these little trays if I'm working like with beads or something, and then sometimes I do pour paint into these little glass bowls. I find these are a lot easier to clean the paint off than those little plastic trays from Dollar Tree. And then some of y'all have asked me in the past, like, what cleaning stuff do I have or use in my craft room? So that's kind of all this basket right here. I've got the Goo Gone specifically for removing glitter. You guys know my hack about that. My wrinkle spray when I'm working with fabric. I have this is Mrs. Meyer's that I just put in a little glass spray bottle and just put a Cricut sticker on it. And then I also have rubbing alcohol for wiping down things that I'm applying vinyl to. And then there's a couple of little rags back there that I just, you know, throw in the wash after I've used them or whatever and put new ones in there. And that's really all as far as cleaning supplies go. I do have wipes in here too when I'm working with stamps, but that's with my stamp stuff. So there you go, just a little hack. If you over pour paint, get yourself some of these, store it. Dry erase marker. You can use a Sharpie marker too, and then you can just wipe that off and keep relabeling it. The next thing I wanted to show you were these, again from IKEA. These actually can hang on a wall. They come with the hardware for you to be able to do that, and they have them in white with white buckets, or you can get a natural wood with white buckets. And while the buckets look small, they actually hold a whole ton of stuff. Like, I was shocked at how much these actually hold. So I haven't made labels for these yet, just because, sorry, my head's in the way, guys. I haven't made labels because I can see what is in the buckets. And then if I don't want to see it, I can just push it in a little bit further. I'm trying to make my room look pretty or something. But I can see what's in there, so I haven't made labels for it for that reason. But I absolutely love these. They, again, were from IKEA, and it's just 2 units stacked on top of each other. But if you don't have a lot of floor space, wall space, everybody has walls. So that's another great storage thing you can use if you need to store supplies. The last organization hack I'm going to share with you is one of these units. Now, actually, I have several of these in these cabinets that I have. There's a couple back there, you can't see them. But what I try to do with these, and you can get these Walmart, Target, Dollar Tree sells some of the smaller ones. I try to keep them themed. So this one right here is my mounting box or organization system. So anything when I think of mounting goes in here. So for instance, the top has Velcro along with like the little foam things from Dollar Tree. Then I've got doing grommets as well as magnets, if you're gonna do that. And then on the bottom is my mounting hardware, a box within a box. So anything having to do with that. So this whole thing I know is mounting, and what's nice about these drawers is you can just pull them out, take them to your table, dig around with it, and then just slide it back in. So I have several of these, and then of course I have like letterboard ones. So this is kind of a great thing to have if you have enough of a category of item, I should say. So if you, maybe popsicle sticks, so you had small popsicle sticks, large colored popsicle sticks, or something like that. Clothespin, same thing. So it's a great way to kind of keep your same items together yet separate, if that makes sense. And there you have it. There's my craft room and ways that I organize some of my supplies. Before I get to today's movie guessing shirt, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you who participated. It was absolutely so fun to do. I cannot wait to watch all the videos. And a big thank you to my co-host, Kristen K. She has an awesome channel. I absolutely love you, Kristen. And if you have any tips or suggestions on how to store things, please drop it down below in the comments. It's not too late to join this challenge. You can always jump over to Instagram if you do have that and just tag it, hashtag craft room organization challenge. Now let's get into today's shirt and see what it is. I'm dropping the table because I just showed you that. All right, I'm telling you, it's not a hard one today. Dun, 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 dun. All right, name the movie. Tell me which character you like. You know the drill. All right, there you go. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. All right. It's Thursday, and this is the Craft Room Organization Challenge. Seriously, I still think it's Wednesday. I can't see because I don't have my glasses on, and I'm not putting my glasses on because I don't want to glare. And yeah, so I'm just pretending I can see. Okay. Oh, why is my hair always so... I am losing it. Okay. So okay, what was I gonna say? I need to do more crossword puzzles or Sudoku or something. Sudoku? I can't ever say that right. Okay. It's a good thing I always talk to myself because otherwise I would seem really crazy right now. Okay. I am co-hosting this with my sweet friend Kristen K. Channel, and don't forget to click the playlist down below because there are tons of other videos that you can, I don't even know if there's tons. Start over. Boop. Take 17,000. Okay. Reel it in, Courtney. Reel it in. All right. Why am I talking to the camera like they can even talk back? Okay. Well, the important thing here is I got the tomato soup cleaned off of my floor. And yeah, sometimes it's nice to talk to someone, even it is my camera. What am I doing? Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. It is what it is at this point. I look like an octopus. What does that even mean? I don't even know. Oh my gosh, like nothing. There's nothing. Did I take my vitamins today? Maybe that's why I can't think. I need to up my fish oil. I need a haircut. Should I cut my hair? I think I should cut my hair like this short. I don't know. Maybe I should put up a poll on my community tab. That's how I organize some of... Okay. All right. I almost said my sweet boo-boo, Kristen K. That would have been awkward. There is how I... Sometimes I feel like Ace Ventura. Jim Carrey. And there you have it. That is my craft room. And all the ways I organize some of my supplies. Why can I not talk? Okay. All right. Okay. I cracked myself up. Okay. All right. I'm probably the only person I crack up, but whatever, it's okay. Being able to watch all these other videos that people are putting on the playlist. I lost it. I was so close.